Imagine waking up tomorrow without the conveniences you take for granted today. No internet, no smartphones, and no electric light to guide you through the morning. It's hard to envision life without the inventions that have shaped our daily existence. But have you ever stopped to think about the incredible innovations that not only transformed the way we live but also defined humanity itself? Are those inventions entwined in the fabric of your everyday life so deeply that you can't imagine functioning without them? What if I told you that by the end of this video, you will have a newfound appreciation for the things you use daily, many of which revolutionized humanity in ways you never imagined? So stick around. What we'll uncover will leave you with fresh insights and astonishing revelations. Throughout human history, inventions have propelled us forward, breaking the boundaries of possibility. One such invention, the wheel, has been so pivotal that it's hard to fathom the course of civilization without it. Created around 3500 BC, the wheel catalyzed transportation and trade in ways that altered societies forever. Think about it. How do you get to work? A car, a bike, a bus? All of these rely on the concept of the wheel. Every time you jump into a vehicle, you're embracing a technological marvel that began thousands of years ago. The wheel didn't just spin, it set humanity rolling towards progress. But let's take a moment to ponder this. What if the wheel had never been invented? Might we still be living in a world dominated by manual labor, where every single item had to be transported on foot? The economics of trade would look unrecognizable, and cities as we know them might never have existed. This leads us to a question you might be asking yourself: just how deeply are you connected to these inventions that truly revolutionized humanity? Now, consider the printing press, a game changer introduced by Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century. It allowed for the mass production of written material, democratizing knowledge in a way that was previously unreachable for the average person. This one invention laid the groundwork for the Renaissance, the Reformation, and even the scientific revolution, all of which have shaped our modern world. Think about your day-to-day life. How often do you read something, whether it's a book, a blog, or social media posts? Each of these channels has roots that lead back to the printing press. It has undeniably influenced every form of communication we engage in today. But wait, what does that mean for you? Every time you flip through the pages of a book or scroll through your feeds, you're experiencing the vast echoes of an invention that fundamentally altered humanity's trajectory. Yet, many of us take this for granted. We often discuss the smartphone in isolation, but don't realize that it stands on the shoulders of giants, such as the printing press. Does this revelation shift your perspective on the daily devices you depend on? Let's take this a step further. How about electricity? Imagine trying to survive a day without power. Disasters, both natural and man-made, happen, and suddenly your entire world is in disarray. The harnessing of electrical energy transformed everything from household chores to global communication. Thomas Edison may be best known for the light bulb, but this invention sparked a revolution that extends beyond illumination. Electricity is the lifeblood of modern technology. From refrigerators that keep your food fresh to charging your gadgets overnight, we depend on the flow of electrons more than we realize. Here's something you didn't expect. While Edison is credited with the light bulb, did you know there were over 20 inventors experimenting with electric light before him? Yet, it was the collective endeavor of scientists and thinkers that lit up the world. What if more of us took a moment to appreciate the labor of love, both the known and unknown, every time we flick a switch? This leads us to the invention of the telephone, created by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. Can you imagine a world without instant communication? Your ability to connect with anyone, anywhere, at any time, is a result of this singular innovation. Think about the countless conversations you've had over the phone today alone, often without appreciating the effort it took for that wireless connection to come to fruition. This invention not only revolutionized personal communication but also business, politics, and relationships. Yet, did you know that the first words ever spoken over the telephone were, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." Those words marked the beginning of a new era, an era that ultimately led to smartphones being in your pocket as mini computers that fit right in your hand. It begs the question, how has this remix of the original technology shaped who you are today? Now, let's dive into the world of the internet. If the wheel propelled physical transportation, the internet has reshaped information travel. Born out of necessity during the Cold War, it began as a way for the government to maintain communications even amid potential nuclear threats. Fast forward to today, and the internet is home to over 4 billion users, and it's woven into the very fabric of our lives. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you didn't use the internet for a full day? Whether it's navigating your route, socializing, or enjoying entertainment, the internet has become indispensable. What would life look like without the flow of information at your fingertips? You could very well argue that it has changed the dynamics of global interactions, politics, and even personal relationships. As we explore these inventions, we can't ignore healthcare innovations, like vaccines and antibiotics. Consider how they've the very essence of existence by preventing deadly diseases. The story of penicillin, discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928, is one that shaped global health in the 20th century. It has saved millions, transforming severe infections that would once spell doom into manageable conditions. In a world still grappling with pandemics, this transformation touches our lives intimately. Next time you get a vaccine, remember that you are partaking in a legacy that goes back to relentless research and discovery driven by a quest to save lives. Are you starting to see the thread linking these changes? Each invention, juxtaposed against the last, highlights a unique element of human ingenuity. Social media is the next chapter in this narrative that spirals from the printing press, nearly unrecognizable from its basic roots. As part of storytelling and communication, social media platforms allow you to share moments and ideas in real time on a global scale. One might say, stories are as old as time, yet the manner in which we convey them has evolved dramatically. Surprising as it may seem, let's consider the moral implications of these technologies. With every invention comes responsibility, often brought to light by the dilemmas of usage. Are the tools designed to connect us ultimately causing disconnection? As you find yourself scrolling through feeds, often enraptured, it's worthwhile to pause and reflect on how these platforms shape your views, friendships, and possibly even your sense of self. Picture this: you wake up, grab your phone, and check the news. That little device not only serves as a news anchor but also provides a lens through which you view the world, an astonishing feat born from a cascade of inventions, from the printing press to the internet and beyond. Nevertheless, it's imperative to recognize that the inventions are only as good as how we choose to use them. Consider how you felt when you first found out that the smartphone in your pocket could do more than just make calls. It's a music studio, a mapping device, a camera, and a computer all in one. This convenience sometimes overshadows the history behind it. Have you ever thought about who designed these features and the years of technological advancement that contributed to your small, multifunctional gadget? Now, let's shift gears for a moment. What's at stake with newer technologies like artificial intelligence? Each moment, AI takes center stage in an ongoing debate about ethics, risks, and benefits. The tentacles of AI reach into every sector: healthcare, entertainment, finance, you name it, and it's somehow intertwined. By the time you read this sentence, AI algorithms are crunching data, predicting trends, and learning from your interactions. It paints an incredible, yet uncertain picture of the future. Could this be the next major revolution, changing our grasp of reality all over again? So, how do we regard the inventions we encounter daily? Every feature, every tool, every wave of communication, combined, they represent centuries of thought, innovation, struggle, and triumph. The question remains, do you truly appreciate these wonders? To grasp the profound effect of these inventions, not technically but emotionally, could enhance your daily experience. Think of the way you absorb and process information. The invention of the internet made information more accessible than ever, but it also paved the way for misinformation and digital noise. In this age of idea overload, how we choose to engage with information is crucial. This brings us full circle to the notion that as consumers, we possess the power to identify quality, seek depth, and discern value. Are you ready to wield that power wisely? What comes next will leave you speechless: the notion that every time you interact with a device, engage online, or connect with the world beyond your immediate surroundings, you're not just a passive consumer, you're an active participant in humanity's ongoing story of innovation. As we draw closer to our journey's end, let's reflect on what we've uncovered together. From the wheel to the smartphone, each invention tells a tale of progress, struggle, and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. The mechanics of your day-to-day life are fueled by the cumulative impact of thinkers throughout history. Are you, in a way, a curator of these innovations? In holding the smartphone, do you recognize the legacy you embody? Next time you reach for that screen, take a moment to appreciate its journey, a journey marked by the persistence and brilliance of countless minds. At the close of this exploration, I invite you to consider: how will you engage with the inventions that surround you? Might you feel inspired to explore their history deeper, or even take action towards fostering new innovations yourself? The threads of inventiveness run through everyone. It's merely a matter of how you choose to tug on them. In every single day, within your grasp, lies the extraordinary potential of the simplest of inventions. Now, isn't that worth pausing and reflecting upon? The revolution is not just in what we use, it's in how we appreciate and engage with it. The wonders of humanity's past continue to resonate, offering new possibilities for those brave enough to dream them into existence. Thank you for journeying through the tapestry of human invention with me. What was your biggest takeaway? What will you create next? The stage is yours.